What is up? Is another episode of Dynasty Pylon, and we are here Wednesday night as usual. Mark will be joining. I know. Oh, there he is. I wasn't sure what was going on.
I was in there. I'm like, he didn't bring me
yeah,
in.
but I wasn't sure if you were good. Our producer asked if we were good. I said I'm good on my side. No response from you, so I was going to wait till when officially you were good. So, anyways, we're both here. It's Wednesday. We're doing Dynasty Pylon. And what is up, Mike? First one in the chat. How are you, buddy? How's life? How's whatever you do? You know, if you don't mind, Mike, did I ask you where you're from? Where are you from? I mean, if you're cool with that,
I can't remember.
I don't think I asked that before. I mean, I can only assume he's a Chargers fan. I can only assume that.
I would assume.
I'm not saying he's from West Side or anything, but I'm just saying. I never really asked him that or anything, but
from New Jersey.
Wait, hold on. I think I remember
Eastoid?
I think I might maybe I have to mention that. I'm not sure.
I think that does sound familiar. I think we had talked about that.
But yeah. So, anyways, welcome in, Mike. So today we're just going to talk about whatever. Obviously we're talking about our segments, Matt Crosby, and I don't have anything for you. Will they? Won't they today? So
yeah,
I do have. I'm not mad though. Do you have any that you're?
I honestly was doing homework all day. I'm not even done. I've literally been doing homework since like 10 o'clock this morning, and I'm still not done.
Hey, it's all good. It's all good.
I had like a 1,000-word essay that I wrote. I have to do so. There's like an online thing for like the labs, and I have to determine what these elements or minerals are right now. And then I got to do more discussion questions after that. I mean, I'm almost done. But yeah, I have it, honestly, literally like 20 minutes ago, I flipped on to this. And I was like, oh, crap. I don't even know if we had maximum or minimum Crosby. So that'll be.
So he had the bye week. So we didn't really have results. However,
you're right. You're right. I thought he was being off this week, but you're right. It was this past week that he was off.
It was his bye week. However, I did do it with Josh yesterday. I did do it with Josh, and we both predicted that he would be in Max Crosby yesterday. I don't know if you caught that episode, but Josh from Fantasy Filthy podcast, he jumped in with me last night.
Yeah, I got like 3/4 of the way done right now. Actually,
yeah,
so I like him. He's a cool guy.
Yeah, no, he's a pretty good guy. It was a big moment for us. Yeah, it wasn't until towards the end of the viewers where we're getting like double-digit viewers. I'm like, oh, now you guys show up, but it's all good. A lot of people, they watch later, or they tune in, whenever. So, I know we have Australian friends as well. So, it's good. But he was a really cool guy. It wasn't until like we talked a while, and then we talked like almost an hour after stream, like almost like.
Oh wow.
Yeah, no, we just talked about a lot of stuff. It was really good.
Oh, he seems pretty knowledgeable. So
really cool guy. Yeah, they've been doing it for about 3 years now. Again, if you're not familiar with a Filthy Fantasy podcast, it's not an 18 and under or a 17 under. It's got to be 18 and up. Definitely. Yeah. The stuff they say there is it's funny. It's adulterated, but I mean that's what they're known for. That's what they do. Again, check out yesterday's podcast or show I did with King Josh from the Filthy Fantasy. All his information is in there, and you can just check him out whenever you got time to listen or whatever you're driving. Check them out, but they're really funny. So yeah. Quick shout out to him. They should be recording tonight, so their new episode should be tomorrow, I believe. Usually they record late night Wednesdays, usually like 8 or 9 p.m. because they live all over the place. Kind of like us here at the Nerd Huddle. We have Chicago people, and Brandon's always across the pond somewhere, and and we're here in this hot ass.
Soon to be relocated to Indiana people.
Yeah. I don't think we're gonna I give it another 4 or 5 years, and I don't think we're gonna have anybody left in Arizona. I mean,
probably not. This place is miserable.
Yeah. Two of you are going to India. My plan is to leave, so we'll see. What up, Kadani? How are you, buddy? How are you? It's been a hot minute. It's been a couple weeks, or maybe a week. I don't know.
This is nuts. Mike's stacked team has lost 2 weeks in a row.
Yeah.
Nuts.
How? I don't
Yeah,
understand.
I mean, I know Henry had a bye this past week, but you should have plenty to
I was a
cover
little.
that.
I'm a little worried about this week. I have the
Although Chubb
bye.
didn't really do much.
I have the bye on a lot of players. I'm a little worried. But we'll see what happens, man. I'm trying to figure out, what to do, with the bye weeks coming up. I love, I love having our leagues up while we're doing the show, and I see movement.
Yeah.
And I don't know if you
Oh, I'll get the notifications. We'll be on the show, and I'm like, look down. Oh, so and so made a
I
roster.
have it up, and
So-and-so made a
Taylor
roster.
Heineke got picked up right now, which is not a bad
Yeah,
move.
see, that's right. Nick Chubb didn't have a very good game, and neither did Mike Evans, for that matter.
Yeah, and it's crazy. And that's fantasy, man. That's what happens. You expect great things, and then just absolute trash. I think my biggest hierarchy last week is I in one of the leagues, I think it was the Guillotine League, I dropped Mo Alley Cox and added Mike Gesicki, and the dude had like 2
Yeah.
touchdowns, and I was like, oh, hell yeah. Uh, I look like a complete genius right there on Sunday morning. So yeah. Brian's Bears beat my 49ers week 1, Martin. Your Falcons won the past Sunday. If Mark's Commanders beating week 15, I'm on get out of here. No, you're not. Quit your lying.
That's funny. That's funny.
Oh man. So my Falcons should be 4-2. I don't know how. Don't ask me how. They should be 4-2. That Buccaneers game, we were robbed. Roughing the passer, which I still to this day. And then what's funny about that roughing the passer? Now it's weeks later, and then the thing came out where Brady was actually fined for kicking Grady Jarrett. Did you see that?
Mm-hmm.
I'm like,
Yeah, that's pretty funny.
What a bum! What a bum!
Right?
Like
over here complaining about that, then here he is kicking him.
Yeah. So
like, where's the flag for that?
Oh man. So what's up, Scott? And how are you? Glad I didn't trade with Marquise Brown hurt with Hill, Adams, Chase. Wow. Good. I mean, it sucks. I had high hopes for that guy, man. 6 weeks is really gonna hurt me. On our test run league. I'm running with no receivers that league. That Build-A-Box league we're running. Let me show you this. This is what we're rolling out next week. This is what we're rolling out next week, or next year, I should say. Okay. So this is an interesting league that I'm creating next year. All right, guys, it's going to be open to all of you next season. And I know it's a year away, but let me show you this. I'm calling the Build-A-Blocks, and it's short for Bob. And you still think Hopkins? He might be okay. I'm the only one who's not. I'm not on that. I'm not on that. I don't see it. He's only gonna eat because he's the only one.
Oh, I don't want to go over Build-A-Blocks.
Why not? All right, so Build-A-Blocks.
I had a full squad and I lost to someone who had 2 buys. That's a horrible I did. I literally lost to freaking Brian, who had Henry and a receiver on bye, and I had all my players and I lost.
So this is what we're rolling out next season. So far it's a test run year, but the way we're doing it is you basically draft one player a week, by reverse order of standings. Obviously, Tank cannot figure out fantasy football this year. He is losing in almost all our leagues. I don't know how he's still surviving the guillotine, to be honest, but he is not doing good on the Nerd Huddle one. He's not doing good here. So he's been drafting overall number 1 every week. So here I am with Diggs on the bye and Marquise Brown out. I didn't have a QB, so I went with QB. Joe Burrow,
I'll say
hoping that
you're playing me this week, too.
I know, so that's why I'm going over it. That's why I'm going over it right now.
So yeah, I have a
or else I
player on
probably
buy
wouldn't be talking
too.
about it.
I have a
What's
guy
that?
on buy too, but then I saw your team and I was like, oh, never mind, I'm good.
Oh yeah. I'm in much more shambles than you are. So you only get one player a week added. So it's kind of like you're drafting at the same time, but adjusting to the injuries that happen. So right now I had to pick up Joe Burrow to put in a slot there at QB. Maybe he just pops off against Atlanta, and Herbert, I'm praying, does another crap shoot, and then I don't know. Like we'll just see. I don't think I'm gonna win, obviously with no receivers. But I have
You picked up Burrow,
CH,
nice.
Eckler, McCaffrey, and Burrow against Marks, Herbert,
I gotta think
Mixon,
about quarterback next week.
Harris, Jefferson, Williams, Kelsey, and Jacob. So he's got a full roster. I'm a little screwed. Oh, Jefferson's on the bye. What was that, Mark?
I thought I had one. I thought I have to think about quarterback next week because Herbert's on bye.
Yeah. So
I'm like, quarterback. What do I do?
Yeah, I was gonna plan on going with Marquise with the one receiver, and swap out Herbert and get Joe Burrow, but that didn't happen. So due to injury, I'm no receivers this week. But it's interesting. I think the draft is still not over, and we're waiting on one more.
I do believe we are.
We're waiting on the guy in the chair.
To be fair, he is driving right now. So
okay, he'll see it. He has till tomorrow morning. We're not in any rush. It's fine.
He's probably driving from Indiana to New Mexico. That's how far
I'm sure
he'll
he'll look at his phone at some point. He'll be fine.
Sure.
I'm not worried. So yeah, next year I'm joining one of your leagues. Yeah, for sure. Get in this one.
Oh, yeah.
The guillotine one is really fun. We talked about it yesterday with Josh, and I talked with him about how different it was. So I introduced him to both not only a guillotine league, what it was, but I introduced him to what individual defensive players was. So he liked it. Unfortunately, he's done. But he's still in the chat. He can hang out, watch where all the players go or whatnot. But there's 12 of us left, and each week another guy is going to get cut. So right now it's getting hard. I only got one of my waivers, and it's getting difficult. I'm scared to take guys off now. Bench him Sunday night. Like I'm like, you know what? I have to play everyone, and hopefully someone makes the mistake this week by taking more players off and then end up losing, but we'll see. So yeah. Who would you start? Breece Hall, ETN, Khalil Herbert, Jamal Williams, or Tony Pollard? Right off the bat, I'm gonna say Breece Hall. He's one of those
Even
guys
though they're
who's
playing the Broncos.
I mean, yeah, but
to stuff Eckler. I mean, Eckler did have a touchdown, but I don't think he didn't look good. He didn't look good against that defense.
I'm still playing him. Man.
For me, the biggest one that sticks out is Tony Pollard, just because they're going against the Lions.
Yeah.
And they can't stop anybody defensively, so
yeah.
But then Herbert's playing the Patriots. ETN's playing the Giants.
Their front seven's pretty good.
Jamal Williams is playing the Cowboys.
Eating.
Yeah, I know.
I'm going with Breece Hall and Tony Pollard.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna go Breece Hall and Tony Pollard too, just because I don't like. Even though it is not the best of matchups for Hall playing the Broncos, I think ETN against the Giants and Herbert against the Patriots and Williams against the Cowboys is a much worse
matchup. If I were to in order, I would do Breece Hall, Tony Pollard, Jamal Williams, and then probably between ETN and Khalil Herbert, I'd probably put maybe ETN over Herbert. Jamal Williams, I like what the Lions are doing. They're using both running backs. I mean, Swift.
That's the other
Swift
thing
is back.
too.
Swift is back.
Swift should be back this week.
Even though Jamal was still getting used, though, he was still.
I know. And then ETN, I just don't like because even though he should be the premier back, there's still, I think Robinson's actually getting more of the carries.
Yeah, he is. So
From
it's
what
all
I've
good,
been
buddy.
seeing.
No worries, man. You can make every show. It's all good. Don't worry about it. Life happens. Hey, your guys' thoughts on Tennessee upsetting Alabama last Saturday? Apparently, the fans took the field. Oh, dude, that was nuts. I did not watch the game, but I saw a lot of videos of it.
I did too.
Did you watch it?
You know what the craziest thing about that to me was? That institution that brings in I think they said almost $1 billion, maybe more than $1 billion a year in revenue, started a GoFundMe to get new goalposts. They were like, you can't just buy your own goalposts. You have to start GoFundMe. And it had $60,000. I was like, good
Isn't that
Lord.
a thing they do though? Between the two teams, isn't that a thing they do every year? Or something, or whenever they face each other, they probably don't face each other every year. But isn't it kind of a thing?
I think it's when there's a huge upset that tends to happen. I just think it's hilarious that an institution that brings in over $1 billion or 100 million some odd dollars needs a GoFundMe to get new goalposts for their stadium.
I don't know. It's not the first time I've seen something.
Oh, I know, but you didn't hear about the institution starting a GoFundMe.
No, I did not know
to pay for new goalposts. I was like, really? You guys don't just have extra goalposts laying around somewhere?
Yeah, I'm gonna see if I can find the video and we can watch it real quick. Should be lingering on.
It was a crazy finish though. Bama missed the field goal to tie it.
So it's not necessarily the video, but here it is. Oh wow, check this out. If you guys haven't seen it, this is what we're talking about here.
Well, Peyton was
this is what Mark's bringing up. Actually, Mark's bringing this up. So yeah, there it is.
Oh my God, they're up to 161,000. Jesus.
Yeah, there you go. They funded the goalpost.
Yeah. I heard about that. I was like, you can't just pay for it yourself.
Hey, man, they can do what they want. These fans are going to do it. Look, you can give $16.
You don't have any money.
You
don't have any money.
You can contribute to that if you want, man. But it was nuts. I was just looking at this like, holy crap. Yeah. That's funny.
Or a vol. Apparently, it's a vol starter.
A what?
It says vol starter at the top.
Oh,
so, kind of like Kickstarter, but with vol because of the vol.
Yeah. So, and let's see if I can find the video here. So, but it should be here. Same post right here. So, there it is. All right. So there. Now how heavy that thing is?
Oh, it's gotta be heavy.
Planted
deep.
Someone had to bonk their head or shoulder on this.
Yeah, they're in there deep too.
Yeah.
They're planted in the ground.
Look at this. They're easing it down. That's still. Oh, why is that guy hanging on to it? He's on the thing. This is nuts. This is absolutely nuts.
Yeah, someone's getting hurt.
Yeah, no kidding. What's up, Tank? Oh no! Look at this guy. Look at who's here. You're only here because I was talking crap about you. You're only here because I was talking crap about you. Don't. Oh yeah. I'm here.
Oh, there goes.
I'm here every week. Get out of here.
There's no more goalposts. He's gone.
Get out of here. Brian comes in here. Yeah, only because I was talking crap. Comes in here. And also, I'm a little heated because you accused me of not liking a certain player. I never said I didn't like Sauce Gardner. Yeah, you're right. I do watch your show. I know you don't watch us, but I watch you guys. And I remember you saying that I did not like Sauce Gardner. That is incorrect, my friend. That is incorrect.
Yeah, the only
I did not like where he landed.
This past draft was him talking about Singletary. He didn't like him.
Oh,
Warner that
well,
went to
yeah, but I mean, no. Look,
the Texans.
Brian's talking about something else. He's talking about something else. I don't know what he's talking about. Half the time he's crazy anyway, son. Like, we like, look, Sunday morning, watch us. We bicker about things, and I still have to do my shots this weekend.
Yeah,
By the way, guys, if you're tuning
they
in
act like an old
Sunday,
married couple. It's funny.
but it's fun though, and you know, if anybody in the Nerd Huddle, I love. He's one of my favorite people to talk fantasy football with. He's just he knows what he's talking about. We can go into college, and he knows just as much as I do. I love it. I love it. I really do.
But speaking
Mark,
of
you're my
Sauce
best friend, I get,
Gardner,
but I'm just saying, like, I can go hours with that guy.
Oh, I know.
I didn't say you didn't like Sauce, but everyone said I was crazy for saying he should have went with Texans, and I was better. All right, you know what? Oh man, you know, I'm just gonna queue up. You know, from now on, I'm gonna start queuing up these ridiculous accusations on your show, and I'm gonna show them the next night. Just keep going, keep going. What's up, Anthony? How are you doing? Your number one viewer is here. Well, thank you, my friend. You're always here, every show, just about, usually. But again, just like Mike, you know, work and life happens, but I appreciate that. I appreciate that. I know you guys are going. Are you guys going live tonight? You guys are going live tonight, right?
They always go live on Wednesdays.
Sauce Gardner is funny, dude. Yeah. So yeah. So let's
Sauce
take that
Gardner,
down.
the new Revis Island.
Yeah. So
Close.
so again, we were just watching the goalpost being taken down in Tennessee. If you guys missed it, I think Anthony missed it right here. But yeah, basically it was just like freaking. We were just talking about how much the GoFundMe page was up, and Mark was like how ridiculous an institution like this doesn't need the money. But yeah, there it is. It came down pretty easy. I missed that.
Also, how much does a goalpost cost? Because 161,000 seems like a bit.
I don't know. That's a very good question. That is a very good question. I don't know. They can't be cheap.
I'm not saying they're cheap, but 161,000 seems a bit up there.
Yeah. I need and to this question, I need a little bit more what he did last week. I need a little bit more of that. However, I am happy that he did it against one of the greatest QBs as of we know we've been living against.
He's advertising Sunday.
Get right, yeah. So Sunday, these guys are joining us. It's going to be at least 5 of them. I don't know. Are you going to be there, or are you going to send Mike off? Like, is Mike going to be there with us? Right. No, be honest with me. Mike is there every show. Anthony's there once a week. Well, Mike's there, and Mike is probably like their star over there. Anthony, you're all right. You're all right. You're cool. I like you, but you're okay. Just kidding, man. Yeah, no. Mike knows. Mike knows. He's cool. Anthony, you know I love you, but no, I hope to see you there Sunday. But after that event, if you don't have Red Zone, I will be hosting Red Zone all day with the Nerd Huddle guys. We will be popping in and out of the Discord. I will be streaming Red Zone all day on the Discord. So come hang out, come chat with me, come do, you know, give me questions as we go live, as we talk. You don't have to have your camera on if you don't want to. You can, if you want, you unmute yourself and say whatever. We have a live chat that you can type as much as you guys do here. But yeah, Sunday's gonna be fun after the show. So it might take me a little bit of minutes to start that start it up after the show. But yeah, I'm gonna have Red Zone. Hopefully Andrew Siciliano works this weekend and we could do that. So it's gonna be fun. So and yes, sir, 8 p.m. we're live tonight. So that about an hour and a half. Are you guys still on or what time is it there? It's 7 exactly right now. So is that an hour and a half away from you guys, or is that 2 hours from you guys?
No,
they'll be there for sure. Oh, yeah, that's what's up.
They're the same time zone as us right now. Well, I mean, he
right
is. Now? I don't know about the other people on the show.
Yeah. So Anthony's gonna be there. And it does sound fun. Yeah, no, you yeah, it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun. I'll probably do that So I'm gonna do that this weekend, and then probably maybe week 14, if I'm not out shooting boomsticks and blowing stuff up in the army, we'll go figure that out. I have to look at my schedule, and then we will go from there. So, but yeah. So Scott says I would avoid reviewers sometimes who Rivas would defend like Ocho Cinco. Yeah, look,
Yeah.
he's a good player. Just gotta. I'm not gonna dub him the Rivas Island yet. He might have his own thing since he's the sauce. Which kind of sucks, man. Like, he dubbed himself the sauce, but what about AJ Dillon? Like, has he been like, all right, you know what? We're doing this. I'm jumping
Put a
ahead,
poll in there. Who's the real
look.
sauce?
All right, so okay. Well, I'm gonna do this real quick. So watch one of the politicians on Tennessee. I'm gonna use the footage, the video footage, and be like, this would never happen under the leadership of the future. The governor and the GoFund will be in like 30 cents a day. It's just crazy. Like, it's just like,
right.
Come on. All right, so I brought up AJ Dillon. And I don't know, Mark, if you have him or not. 7 p.m. is okay, sweet.
Yeah, in November it'll switch and we'll be an hour ahead of them.
An hour ahead of them? Okay. Yeah, fall we do. Okay, you're right. All right. So look, I accidentally brought it up, but I'm gonna bring it up now. I'm not mad, just disappointed. Okay. I brought up the sauce, but our old sauce was AJ Dillon. What is going on? And it was in that game too. What is going on? I can't understand. Like, week 1, we're like, oh, dude, this is gonna be the best duo in the entire freaking league. Like, I'm excited to see what these guys can do. But it is not happening into fruition that we thought. Let's look at what he's been doing. Let me pull up his stats.
Well, I think the biggest issue has been, like, for me, from what I've been seeing, is the lack of passing game has hurt their running game, because they're not dropping, all these people in coverage, because they're like, we don't need to worry about it because they can't throw the ball.
Right.
So they've been loading the box up, so therefore they can't run the ball. And I mean, right now, Brady and Rodgers, I feel like, are like grumpy old men. Like, they're both just yelling at their teammates. Like, I saw highlights from the Packers game, and the tight end started to, like, go over here, and you could hear Rodgers go, "Get the fuck back over there." He just yells at him. And then you got Brady yelling at his offensive lineman on the sidelines. I'm like, man, you guys need to chill.
That's a bold take, Scott. That's a bold take. It's just year 1. What if he just completely dies out next season?
Right.
You
got Brady yelling on the sidelines like, I lost my family for this, and you guys can't block for me.
Oh, look, we talked about this yesterday.
I know.
No. I'm just bringing it up for those who didn't watch yesterday. Like, me and Josh have talked about
crazy.
it. Like, he's going through a lot. He's going through a divorce or whatever. He's having issues at home. He's having issues there in the locker room. He's having issues on the field. He's having issues. He doesn't even look healthy. Like, he looks. His skin color looks kind of like dark and pale, like dark around the eyes and pale skin. And he's just like, he doesn't look healthy. I don't know if it's just because of age or whatever, but it's really weird. This is not the Brady. I'm used to him blowing up like once a season. This guy's been blowing up like, wow, he's been blowing fuses almost every game. So,
that offense
honestly,
is pathetic though. Like, that offense,
I think he just needs to retire. Like, just mid-season. Why not? You're not doing yourself any justice. Yeah, it'll hurt us on fantasy, and I mean, for those who drafted Tom Brady for the very first time in like ever, well, I'm sorry. I was listening to whoever I forgot. I listened to other podcasts just for like.
I don't think I've ever had Tom Brady in fantasy.
No, I never have either.
Yeah, I don't think I have.
And he was always snagged.
I mean, I was playing for a while, but you think that would be someone you remember having.
Yeah, but I can't remember who had never had the opportunity to draft him, and they finally got him. And this year and he completely is crapping the bed. So again, talking about AJ Dillon. Look, week 1 on a standard league was at 15.10. Like that's like 10, and that was only on 10 attempts, man. He's got 17 attempts, 18 attempts, 10 attempts last week. I'm hoping it changes this week. No offense, Mark. I'm sorry, but not sorry. It is against Washington, and they seem to not be able to stop the run. But after what we've seen with the Jets, I'm not too sure what's going
to be
happen.
fair, the Bears only had one run, okay? They did have the one run by Herbert that went for 64 yards, but that was it. They couldn't even run it a yard into the end zone on us. They got
Once you
stuffed
get
on 4
past the
straight
front
plays.
line, it's kind of like easy peasy though. I mean, the DBs are still like figuring out the game. Like, don't get me trying to. I like Brisker, but he's still trying to figure out the game. You know what I like about Brisker is they're putting him in the box.
We have Will Jackson III. He's requesting a trade, and I don't blame him. Like, I hate Del Rio, dude. Like, don't you think as a defensive coordinator, your job is to like use the strength of the players you have, right?
Yeah, that's the way it's supposed to be.
William Jackson is one of the best man-to-man corners in the league, and all we ever run is zone. That's all we ever run is zone.
Hey, look, there's 32 spots.
We never blitz and trust our corners and safeties to cover. No, we don't ever. We just run zone and rush 4 people every day, every down, all downs. That's literally what we do. And you see how well it's worked. Our defense at times has been decent, but
I'm ready 32 defensive coordinators out there, and that's what they're supposed to do, and they're supposed to be the best of the best. There's a lot of eyes on these guys, and when they suck,
he's stuck in the past, man. He's like running a defensive scheme from like 15 years ago, which was a brilliant 15 years ago, but people have adjusted to that. We're got to do new stuff, and he's just not doing it.
Scott said I had Brady in this 50 touchdown season. Oh my god! And I was like 1 pick away, and I would have had Brady, Moss, Weckler, and
holy Lord, dude!
Damn,
that Brady Moss stack would have been nuts. Jesus,
that's insane.
You would just run that whole team. Your bye would have sucked, but
yeah,
Jesus,
that's insane. That was a good year. That was a crazy year. But yeah, no, I look either way. I'm just like this year has been like really just up and down roller coaster, and players that you wouldn't even thought would probably do good, like Jackson last week. Like who would have thought Matt Ryan and Deion Jackson would be like the top dogs last week? Like
right.
It's like, and I don't know if you've seen that meme where it's Jimmy, not Jimmy Kimmel, but Fallon and not Bradley Cooper, but who was it? But he's having a drink with them, and he's like, look at us, just look at us, we're having a good time, and it's just funny, and it says that's how Matt Ryan and Deion Jackson were like. I'm like, yeah, that's exactly how.
It's Paul Rudd.
Was it Paul Rudd? Yeah, thanks, man.
Look at us.
I couldn't remember.
Who thought we'd be here?
Yeah, they're like, look at us, just look at us.
Remember when they were 0-2-1? I can't believe they're 3-2-1 now. That's
nice. So that was in tourney too, but that cold game cost Brady the playoffs and had Brady Weckler. Yeah. You know, but I mean, still like. So you lost in the playoffs, I'm assuming, because of that freaking game. That sucks. I can't remember which year it was. But I went like 12-1. And I think, if I'm not mistaken, it was you who took me out of the playoffs. Which wouldn't surprise me.
Yes.
You're just yes.
I barely. I remember
that like it was
I barely lived into the playoffs.
Not even a second of hesitation.
You were dominating that whole year, and then you faced me in the playoffs, and I was like, bye. Because I am your kryptonites.
Yeah, you are. You know, and I'm so glad you're not in that freaking league this year. You bum.
You
finally took last. Get out of here, Mark. I'm not doing so hot. Like. I should be going good now that Dak is back. Speaking of Dak, I think. What do you think he's gonna do this week? Apparently, he's looking to play this week. It's against the Lions, who Swift is also coming back. What do you think on this game?
He better do good, because if they lose to the Lions, I would maybe stir the pot a little bit.
About putting in Cooper Rush?
Yeah, about putting Cooper Rush back in there. I mean, granted, he did not look good against. I don't think he's looked great since
I don't think
he's
been looking good at all, but he's somehow.
That's what I'm saying. But he looked horrible against the Eagles. Now, granted, one of those picks I wouldn't say was his fault, but the other two definitely were.
I mean, like, yeah. Look. Okay. People are saying that might be Dak's fault. I disagree. He played against Tampa Bay, who's still one of the best defenses right now. Okay.
Yeah.
Then they had Cincinnati, then they had the Giants, then they had Washington, and they had LA, which probably should have been good. But then they had Philly, which also is a good defense. First game of the week, Cowboys typically don't do good. I mean, these don't.
I don't get Philly.
Usually, what's up?
I just feel like half of the game, like, they just were like, oh, you probably put the gas back on. Oh, let's take it off the gas a little bit. Like, every game I've seen by then, like, they were up 17-0 within, like, 2 minutes of the first quarter. And the final score of that game was 20-17.
Yeah. I mean,
they were up 17-0 against Dallas. The next thing you know, it was 20-17. I was like, what is happening right now?
Yeah.
It's like they go and they're like, all right, we got the lead. And then they like just let go of the gas. And then they're like, oh crap, push the gas again. And then they're like, hey, we did it. Well, I'm like, I
don't know.
Where is that consistency through the whole game?
It's not. It really isn't. And this is why it's frustrating watching them. I love watching their defense. It's so fun. But offensively, it's like, what's going on?
It's crazy, too, because you're like, oh, they have a great defense. But then you look at freaking Detroit put 35 points on.
Yeah. I am Bot. What's up?
What's up, Mama Bot?
It's going to be interesting because they remind me of the Broncos, just in a different division. Their defense is stellar. I like what they put up on defense, but when it comes to the offense, it's like so disgusting to watch. Like, what are you thinking? What are you doing? I
just feel like with what they have on offense, they should be scoring, 40 points a game, which I know is unrealistic. That's pretty high, but you just look at what they have on offense. Like, you have a top-tier running back in Miles Sanders. You have A.J. Brown. You have Devontae Smith. You got Dallas Goedert. You have one of the better offensive lines in the league. Like Jalen Hurts. What are you doing?
Yeah. I don't know.
And you can't even really say it's Jalen's fault because he's putting up numbers too. So it's just like, I don't know. It's weird.
Do you see the Lions putting up a big old 30 burger on these guys again? Like as they do
the Cowboys.
Mm-hmm.
I think that because if they get all the people back, because I think Amon-Ra St. Brown's coming back. Swift is supposed to play.
Swift is back as well.
I think Hawkinson's back to being healthy.
I think it's a healthy group.
That's what I'm saying. I think they can put. 30 seems a little high because Dallas is.
But that's what they've been averaging, though.
No, I know. I think they'll get around 24 to 28, and I think it'll be enough for them to win because I don't think the Cowboys' offense is going to do anything. I just don't.
Wow, Scott. So on Underdog, he has Goff, St. Brown, and Hawkinson stacked. That is bold.
Well, that freaking Goff Hawkinson stack wasn't bold when they freaking went off for 40 points each.
I'm just saying
against the freaking Seahawks.
Dallas defense is good. I'm just saying, like, so.
It is, but I think they're good enough to put up. I think they'll win like 24 to 20. I think it'll be the final score.
Because lately we've seen them get into the 30s and lose by like a freaking.
Well, I mean, they were completely shut out by the Patriots too. Let's not forget that.
Oh, minus that game.
But I mean, they were hurt that game though. That was probably their most hurt game. No Amon-Ra St. Brown. I think Hawkinson wasn't healthy for that game. No.
Both Reynolds were out there.
Yeah.
I hope that works out for you. I really hope that it both teams shoots in the 30s. That would be a fun game to watch. I love watching the games because so far they're the only team that's consecutively, besides the Patriots game, that have been having me on the edge of my seat, hoping that they would win. I remember when I went to your house that one weekend, which is what, 2 weeks ago, last week,
2 weeks
and we were
ago.
watching them, and we're like, then that was the Patriots game, right? Wasn't it? Yeah,
so.
it was the Patriots one. And we're like, dude, what's going on? But other than that, though, every single game has been crazy. I have Jimmy G, okay. Debo, Kittle. Jesus.
Oh, Lord.
God, man. That I think is going to work for sure. I mean, I think I have a stronger, like, I feel better with that one than I do this one. Just because Atlanta's no pushover though. They're no pushover. The thing is their offense cannot produce in as much to give them that win. I'm talking about Atlanta's defense is no pushover. Sorry.
What does Atlanta have to
But
do that they're playing the Chiefs?
What's up?
What are you talking about Atlanta for?
Atlanta? Because oh shit. You're right. Where am I at?
I don't know. Where are you?
I don't know what week am I at. Am I jumping ahead or am I
on?
behind?
Might be. Yeah,
I'm glad you corrected me.
Yeah, they're playing the Chiefs. That's why it was the Super Bowl revenge game.
Where am I at right now? Hold on.
Yeah, I was like, wait, why are you bringing up the Falcons?
I will shut up right now. I will shut up right now. Oh, man. All right, guys, that's the end of the stream.
Yeah, I was like, I'm confused. I'm like, I went to check one thing, and I start hearing, you're like, oh, the Falcons. And I'm like, the Falcons.
I was thinking last week is what they just played them.
Yeah, they just beat them.
We're going back to back, guys.
Home and home.
Oh my gosh. All right, we're gonna play at your house and you can come back to our week and we're gonna play you again. All right. Ignore what I just said in the past 5 minutes. And we're good. Hey, he's back. You missed nothing. You missed
nothing at all.
Nothing happened. I didn't mention that they were gonna play Atlanta or anything like that. A few days ago,
he was talking about last weekend's game.
Yeah, I was. I'm still stuck in week 6, apparently. I still feel good about it. I still feel good about this, real quick. I still feel good about this. The Chiefs defense. Willie Gay's back though. I don't know so with Nick Bolton, Willie Gay is a pretty good dynamic duo linebacker core. So, but I don't
think back this week. Oh, he is back.
I think so. He just got it was a 6-week suspension.
Over. Yeah, his suspension's over.
So I should have had him on the thumb. I just thought about that. Notice on the thumbnail I put all guys that are coming back this week.
Mm-hmm.
I forgot about him.
D-Hop and
I forgot. You know what? That guy. I don't know.
Well, hopefully Nick Bolton's good enough that they can be like
assault on property. I forgot to put him on the damn thing. All right. A
few days ago, this guy traded Mike Williams and Ayuk for Lamar and Terry. And then he just traded Terry for Kyler for A.J. Brown. Interesting.
All kinds of upgrades, man.
So you took 2 receivers and you got a top-tier quarterback and a top-tier receiver.
But he got Lamar, though.
Yeah. So he got Lamar. For Mike Williams and Ayuk, he got Lamar and Terry.
I think that's good.
Then he took the quarterback. I'm assuming he already had Kyler.
Did that guy really need receivers that bad?
And he got A.J. Brown.
Damn, I don't think I would have given up Lamar no. Good for you.
Well, I definitely would have done Mike Williams and Ayuk for Lamar. Heck no.
No, good for you. I
and
definitely.
Terry? Like, if you saw what Mike Williams did this past week, I bet he really enjoyed doing that trade.
Mike Williams and Ayuk for maybe Terry. No, wow, that's insane. Good for you. And then he got Kyler for A.J. Brown. He was down. Hey, look, he must have been desperate for receivers right now. So He probably had Marquise Brown, lost him for a good 6 weeks. I don't know. That's insane. Good for you though. I like that trade. But good for you. I'm glad you got something good out of that. Not good for him, but so I had Terry and DJ Moore. Yeah, dude, DJ Moore's been a disappointment right now. Maybe Sam Darnold kind of revamps that offense. I mean, for a good hot month, okay, last season, we were excited about DJ Moore and Sam Darnold. Like nobody questioned them.
Yeah, the first
for
month
4
of the season
straight
was
weeks.
Awesome.
4 straight weeks. Yeah, they were.
Well, speaking of which, Darnold is back in practice.
Yeah. I remember a lot of guys are coming back this week. Good.
Mm-hmm.
I just thought of the main three: Dak, Hopkins, and Swift. I just in season. I don't know why. But yeah, no. It's just crazy. But no, that's good. I hope that maybe. I'm not saying they're gonna give up on Mayfield, but if something's not working and you're doing really bad, at this point you start seeing these teams try everything and anything. They might end up putting Darnold in, and who knows, we might see DJ Moore getting these 80-yard bombs again, which were fun to watch. Should I sell high on? Yes, you should. Ramondre Stevenson is probably the only good back there. Like, Harris is good, but I think the Ramondre is better than him. People are giving me crap when I drafted Ramondre over him, and I'm like, no, he's a better back. He's bigger and stronger. What's up? What was that scoff for?
Sorry, I was looking at the Dynasty League,
What
and my opponent was very much about to not have a quarterback this weekend.
All right.
Because I guess the Saints said that they were going with.
Of course you're playing him.
And the Saints said they're going with Dalton as the starter. And he has Hurts on bye, and Winston was his other quarterback. He just picked up Heineke. I was like, this guy, he's going to come at me with my own quarterback?
The dude sucks. I told him years ago, I'm like, you're trading literally your entire franchise away. Trade all his draft picks away for that specific season, and didn't turn out well for him. And now he was in the toilet bowl last year, and it would not surprise me at sitting at 1-5 with this roster, he's going to end up in the toilet bowl again.
Right.
If the season ended right now, he'd be in the toilet bowl. Who would he be in the toilet bowl with? Oh, man. Okay.
My dad?
Never mind.
Pretty sure my dad.
Not sure who might be in the toilet bowl as he might be watching right now. Hey guys. So next weekend is the Bills Packer on Sunday night. I don't know if you guys are gonna still do the Twin Peaks. Oh, dude, it's primetime, Josh. It's primetime, Josh.
So,
look,
I actually have a funny story. So we have these lawn passes for auction, and there's a concert that night. And Mom's like, don't forget, we have a concert on the 30th. And I was like, oh. I was like, The Who, right? She goes, yeah. And I said, well, just so you know, there's something else that night. She's like, what do you mean? And I was like, primetime Josh. Josh Allen's playing the Packers on Sunday Night Football. And she looks at me and goes, ooh, I don't know what I want to do now.
Look, Mark's family, like it became a tradition last week like a year and a half ago, actually, right? So not last season, but like kind of mid through last season. It started with that night with James. Bless his heart, his soul, James, buddy. Take care up there. I know you're watching over us. It started there. And then we're like, dude, I love watching Josh Allen. We're gonna watch all these primetime games, and we'll try and make it happen. Next season happened. and it was just like, or throughout that entire time, that season, I noticed, you know what? We've been watching all these primetime Josh Allen's. Is it weird? I'm like, you know what? Let's make it a thing. Let's make it a thing. And still to this day, that game was by far the best night of football I've ever seen in my life. That Chiefs Bills game was by far the best game I've ever seen. I know it's just happened like last season, but it is still like I've watched a lot of football. That game was just on fire.
Yeah.
So yeah, no.
Well, I think it started because we randomly got together like 2 times in a row, and both times Josh Allen was playing.
Yeah. So now we name it Primetime Josh.
And so ever since then, we were like, gotta go out for Primetime Josh.
But yes, Kadani, we will try and go. I know.
I told my mom that I'd prefer to go out for Primetime Josh just because I only know like 5 songs by The Who, and they're all CSI songs. They do all the themes for all the CSI shows.
Really?
Yeah, like
I mean, I'm not a big time listener on them, but I know I've listened to. I know Pinball's a good song. But look, hey, if Mark can't make it, I will be there. I think the very first Primetime Josh, I was there alone, or something like that. I can't remember. And I made friends. Like there's always somebody there. I'm facing my friend in fantasy, the one that was in here.
Yeah.
Don't tell him. But hey, look.
Don't tell him, but I'm killing him this week.
He hasn't come back since, so you're good. Trust me, I can't tell him if he doesn't come back, right? So, look, your stacked team. Hopefully, it works out because I know last week you past 2 weeks, buddy. That's crazy, man. 2 weeks with that stacked team. Fantasy football is a crazy place. So yeah, look, Brian, you still here?
No, you dipped. You dipped.
I'm gonna give him so much crap on Sunday if he actually comes in our Discord. That's Brian Waller. If you guys aren't familiar with Brian, that's our guy. Sunday mornings.
Oh, we already did that one. Oops.
No, you're good.
Before I just click. So we can't do a Maximum Crosby segment this week because he didn't play. But I'm calling it now. We will have Maximum Crosby next week.
No, we can still do it. Max or minimum Crosby. We could still
next
do
week?
it.
Oh, he's definitely doing it. Well, he had a minimum Crosby.
We have to predict on what he's doing, man. Like
that's what I said. So this upcoming Sunday, he will be maximum. They're playing the Texans.
So yesterday, I brought him up, and I did the segment with Josh, and he also agreed that it's going to happen. He's going to have a really good game. Believe it or not, this is the highest projected game of the season for him. He's sitting at 10. Normally, he's been getting 6, 6, 6, 9, 8, 10. And he's been trumping his numbers. I think, and this was a hot, bold take. What if he gets 20 points? Look, he got 15, 25, 15, 70 last 2 weeks. Had a nice week of rest.
He's going to be fresh after the bye. Yeah, I think he's definitely beating it.
If he hits 20, holy crap.
I could see it.
Holy crap.
And Mike's crying because Lamar is questionable.
He'll be all right.
He'll be all right.
I'm not worried. He'll be all right.
And then
me and my dad are going to be... Oh, go ahead, Mark. Sorry.
Oh, yeah. Me and my dad are going to go see Black Adam this weekend. I don't know if you guys are going to go see it this weekend or if you even want to see it. It says they're going to the Harkins up there. Oh, they're right down northern at the north, right across the street from the Cold Beers.
Okay.
I actually really want to see Black Adam.
I'm not gonna lie. I want to go see it. I want to go see it. The problem is, I have so much crap going on that I do not have time to go to the movies.
Yeah, that's also
don't have time to go to the movies.
That's going to be my issue. But I think I might be able to be available Saturday. We'll see.
There you go.
See if Kate and Braden might want to go see it.
There you go. Yeah, that's like when I tune into the Spoiler Kings. They, by the way, they've been getting a lot better. Good for them. They just had a 400 sub giveaway to Black Panther member.
You can read this one more.
Am I the only one to notice Mark's name tag thing? It says, "I'm the guy who always sleeps." I don't know, Chet. You tell me, man. There's 6 of you here. Look, this started as a joke because he would always be late to his draft pick, and he sleeps in the mornings because he stays up playing Madden or whatever at night, and then he sleeps all through the morning, doesn't wake up till 12. So we had a slow
don't
draft.
even know when I wake up, okay?
I don't know, okay, but it just seemed weird that every single time during the slow draft,
It'd be like 6:30 in the morning, and be like, "Where's Mark at? He's sleeping." Well, of course I'm sleeping at 6:30 in the morning.
Well, the rest
Who
of us
is
were
it?
awake. Where were you? No excuse.
I'm sorry.
Everybody was up.
And I'm not used to getting up at
Everybody was-
4:30 in the morning every day, okay?
So he would always make his pick around 12 in the evening, or somewhere between 11 and 1 is where he would make his pick. And I'm like, I don't know, he's probably sleeping. And this continued for weeks, right? Because we had a slow draft. It was a long draft. It took us like almost a couple of weeks to make this draft. We're all busy, so I was like, we'll just make a slow draft. Then boys started saying, yeah, he's probably sleeping. I'm like, yes, I got it out there. It's happening. The chat and our viewers and those who are playing with us, it's happening. There's a joke. Mark sleeps all the time. He does all the time. Your pick today was later in the evening as well. And we started.
Yeah, that's because I was doing homework and I didn't realize I was on the clock. I told you, I was actually up early today. I actually fell asleep at like 9:30 last night.
You're telling me you never checked your phone?
Dude, when you're doing homework, you're zoned out, okay? I didn't even feel the notification buzz on my watch. I happened to pick up my phone randomly, and I was like, "Oh crap!" Martin said I'm on the
That
clock.
is a very good, fancy excuse of saying you were sleeping.
I was not sleeping. You can ask my parents.
Try going to school and waking up at 6. I've been there, dude. I've been there. I'm not liking it. I used to have I used to go in with
Well, I did that when I was in high
in
school.
the morning. Oh yeah, in high school. But, I mean, college. I had I had an athletic group in the morning. It was the time we had to go there in the morning before. It was like the study session time, and then I was like, "Well, I'm already here. I'm not gonna go home and go back to sleep and then start." I was like, "No." And I don't know why I did this, okay? But I started a math class at 7 in the morning right after that.
Oh, that sounds terrible.
Instantly regret it. It was tough. It was I did not like it. Because I like doing my math homework throughout the day. I had to literally have to do it the night before or during that time to get it done before class. It is, trust me, I could not function correctly that early in the morning and give me math problems at 7 in the freaking morning. You're crazy, Sauce. I never did it again. I was like, I barely survived. Barely.
Hey, that's why I do online classes.
C's,
Literally
get
just
degrees.
my own time throughout the day.
Oh yeah, online's great. Online's great. Yeah. So
It's just weird because you told me you didn't like it when you were first doing it.
that's very true. I think
I remember you were like, I have to do an online class, and you're like, this is terrible.
The adaptation from what happened in the last 2 years. I
personally like it.
You can get away with more.
You can.
You can get away with more. Not saying with what.
Yeah.
But you can.
Well, just take my geology class. They're like, before COVID, you had to go to in-person like testing sites, and now they're like, nah, just do it at home.
Yeah, no, they don't even care.
I was like, oh, okay, cool.
They don't even care.
Sounds good to me.
It's like to a point like we are way off topic. This is
We
our
are,
Wednesday show, guys.
but
This is our Wednesday show. We just ramble and talk about whatever, right? Go ahead. You clicked on it first.
says, in my gym class, we were going outside for football. I'm decent QB when half your team doesn't know what they're doing. Yeah, right.
All right, just go out there and run up. I'll just peg it to your chest. There you go. Catch the ball.
That's how a lot of my gym classes were. Half the kids were like, "What is this?" And I'm like, I was in love with sports when I was in high school, so I do everything.
Yeah. All right. So, real quick, D Hop's coming back. What do you think? What are you gonna do? Are you putting him in? What are you gonna do?
Oh, I'm putting them in because I got nobody else.
Oh,
I'm so strapped right now.
okay. All right. I'm gonna hold off.
CD Lamb just got hurt apparently in practice. So
really,
yeah, I got a notification. He went from healthy to questionable. I was like, oh no. Hey, and you were 1 week off, sir. You were 1 week off. On my bench, Juju had 18 points this past weekend. And I subbed him for Scantling, who did absolutely nothing. A big fat 0.
Look,
God, I won, because if I'd lost, I would have been so pissed.
just do me a favor and don't drop him in our Dynasty League. Don't ever.
I'm not dropping him.
I think he's gonna do just fine in Kansas City. Maybe not be this year, but I think he's gonna be just fine. So yeah, I was dropping dimes and they would drop it. Sucks, man. It sucks. You're probably looking like Tom Brady and yelling at them after they dropped it too.
It's his hip. His hip is no good.
His hip? That sucks.
Yeah,
Maybe
apparently he's had this injury for a couple of weeks now.
Oh my gosh, I did hear about that.
He went into the last game, but he played through it.
And then there's the joke. He should probably get some exercising tips from Dak.
Oh, poor Michael. Says I was dropping dimes and they were dropping them.
All right, for the four of you that are in here, you saw me read this, right? Mark was nose deep in his phone. Mark was nose deep in his phone, so Mark had to reread it. I'm sorry.
I did, so I don't care. He was throwing tablets too. You didn't read that one because that one just popped up. So give me a bit.
Yeah, it just popped up, but you can't just.
I was looking for the CD Lamb injury notification. Don't
listen,
give me crap.
Do you need your ears to look at what you're doing?
I don't know. As you get older, things stop working. Okay.
Oh, you don't.
I just turned 39 yesterday. Okay.
God, Mark, wow, Mark. Don't explain.
So yeah, as you get older, you need your eyes to hear things. It's a fact.
No, I'm no. 39, really?
Yeah, I'm 5 years older than you, aren't you? 30. You're about to be 35 or 34.
No,
35.
No. What are you talking about, bro? I'm not trying to make you feel bad, but no, I'm not about to turn 35.
I said 34.
33. Crazy sauce.
Weren't you born in 88?
Yeah.
So you could be 34.
I'm 33. I'm sorry. I'm 33 now.
Yeah, I was going to say.
My bad.
I was like, you are definitely not turning 33, okay?
Jesus, man. No. Adding years, though. You're still adding years, 35. Get out of here.
I added 1, and then I changed it to 34.
Look, okay. Which is crazy. The rest of you in the Nerd Huddle are like I'm the youngest one. I don't understand. I feel older than dirt, but I could still run. Dude, you know what's crazy? I just had my physical fitness test against. I'm still outrunning these guys. And they're young. Like, I just beat most of my platoon in a 2-mile run, and I came in at 16:46. And these guys are, yeah.
Hey, that's faster than I could do at mine.
Oh, hey, but on top of all that other lifting crap that we got to do because they changed it, it's like basically the Olympics. You got to sprint.
Yeah, you were telling me.
Drag, carry crap, do massive amounts. It's almost like the Olympics rushed into 10 minutes, knock it all out, and then go do a 2-mile run when you're basically exhausted. It's nuts. Yeah, teams are unbalanced, and they have a whole team of football. Yeah. Hey, look, and they are gargantuan. Jesus, I just mixed in words.
Gigantic.
I use gargantuan a lot.
Yeah.
Nobody uses it. I like to use the word
Gigantuan.
gargantuan. But he's his guy gigantic. So yeah. Hey, man, yeah, the whole football like this. Look, some of these athletes, man, they stay up late studying all night, then they come back the following morning, they're beat. I've been there.
Yeah.
It sucks. And then the mornings I hate. Absolutely hate the mornings. I can't do it. I wake up, check my phone. All right, answer few texts, messages I missed from last night or whatever, and I'll go back to bed. But yeah. Anyways, we talked about a whole lot of gangload of stuff. Some of it wasn't even football, but look, I'm not putting DeAndre Hopkins in it because you guys already know how I feel about him. I still don't feel like I don't have him anywhere. But if I had him, I'm gonna wait. But then there is the argument that this is the week to put him in because they need him. And he's gonna eat. Obviously, Michael said this earlier. He said the very first thing in the chat. He's gonna eat. And I'm not opposed to that either. I'm not opposed to that either.
What do you think of Robbie Anderson?
Oh man, I hope this is a revamp to his career. I hope it's a revamp.
Is he gonna do anything?
I don't know. I mean, Marquise Brown is gone. Honestly, the only one there that I'm actually excited for is Rondell Moore. It sucks, but it is what it is. This is what the Cardinals are doing right now. I can't. I don't know.
Andrews is questionable.
All right. Weird thing is,
with
the injuries, Mark Andrews and Lamar just got at the same time. It's Wednesday though. I'm gonna wait. I think they'll be fine.
Oh yeah, he said that he was on the injury report, but Harbaugh said he was just giving him a rest day.
Yeah,
so I think Andrews should be.
So normally like that, these guys end up putting freaking questionable marks. So, anyways, I'm not too worried, dude. Don't be worried about that. Again, the most exciting game I'm excited for is Cowboys and Lions. See how that went. That might be a really good game, actually. If the Lions are playing what they actually do and put up these 30 burgers up on teams, maybe they do it again. Just ixnay on the Patriots game. We'll see.
Man, I just realized how lucky you got.
What do you mean?
Well, aren't the Bills on bye? Yep. And Dak just happens to come back this week.
Mm-hmm. Hey, I picked up Jared Goff just in case.
I know, but I just thought that was funny. That's all.
Hey, look.
I just put that together in my head. I was like, oh, this guy. And they're playing each other. Dak's playing golf. So,
yeah.
You decided to play him.
Not against the Cowboys defense. I don't know. We'll see. They have all their guys back. Swift is amazing. Amon-Ra St. Brown is amazing.
I got a little irritated because I had to think of a backup quarterback situation because Wentz is obviously gone for 4 to 6 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, oh, Matt Ryan's there. He's been looking good the last couple of weeks.
Oh, yeah. Good.
So wasn't able to get him.
In our Dynasty?
So now I got Marcus Mariota. How exciting. Let's hope it does not come to that. Yeah.
Oh.
Well, the other options were terrible. So
Cincinnati.
When it's Marcus Mariota and then the next one after that's Cooper Rush, you know you have issues.
Yeah.
Because Cooper Rush ain't playing no more. So
well, the good thing though, Logan Wilson's not going to be over there hovering around him.
Yeah.
That makes you feel any better. By the way, if any of you watching this later and you're playing IDP and you've watched it all the way to the end of the show, just a slight 1% of you, or 0.00009 of you that are watching this and you play IDP, pick up Jermaine Pratt. If you're hurting on linebacker, Jermaine Pratt is literally, he's been doing just fine all season, but now Logan Wilson is gone. That shoulder injury, I think he's not going to play for a couple of games. He's day to day, but I would not be surprised if this week he doesn't play. I'm going to call it. I don't think he's going to play. It's day to day, but that always means they're probably gone that week. So, anyways, that's just
I almost did something. I almost did something really crazy too, and you would have flipped out. I almost picked up Bailey Zappi. But
that's the end of the stream, guys.
But Mac Jones is coming back.
That's the end of the stream, guys. Freaking Bailey Zappi, get out of here.
The dude's the first person, the first freaking person in the NFL history to start his career 2-0 with 300+ yards and a over 100 QB rating. So
I don't care. I don't care.
So you take that to the bank.
He's just lucky. He's the new Garoppolo. Just lucky.
Well, look where he is. Are you shocked?
Oh my gosh, that's true. Garoppolo ended up there.
Yeah.
No, I'm not talking about Bailey Zappi. I'm not talking about Garoppolo 2.0. Let's get out of here.
He thinks you're really leaving. He's like, bye, see you later.
Yeah, we're getting out of here. Mike,
we do need to get off.
Tuning in.
You need to get off soon. I got to get back to homework. I got till 11:59 to get it done.
Yeah, get on
before I lose 50%.
You can jump out right now while I close it out. All right, Mark. Good morning, good evening, good night, wherever the hell you guys are at. Thank you for coming in. Thanks, Mike, for always coming in here. And Anthony, you're just jumping in real quick. Brian actually made an appearance today. Holy crap.
He lied. He didn't really watch the show.
No, he didn't watch this show. No,
he just came in, posted his comment, and left.
What? No, he's a dickhead. We watch all his. I at least watch his shows. He doesn't watch ours.
I watch the Bears show, not all the time, but most of the time.
Whatever. No, get out of here. All right, guys. I'll see you guys. Oh wait, are we doing one tomorrow? We doing our Thursday? We usually do our Thursdays.
You can.
Okay. There's gonna be a chance we'll do a Thursday one. We'll do a Thursday one. If not, Sunday again. Sunday, I'm hosting Red Zone in the Discord. If you're not in the Discord, like the video, whatever. Get in the Discord. All right. We're in there all the time. I'm in there all the time. It's been kind of quiet this week. I mean, it seems like a lot of people are either losing or doing really good. I don't know. But I'm going to be hosting Red Zone, and also this Sunday we're going to be collabing with the Get Right guys. They're coming over. We're going on their channel. They're going on our channel, vice versa. It's going to be hosted on one, so it's going to be fun. But yeah, hopefully we'll see you guys tomorrow. All right, so goodbye to everyone, and goodbye, Josh Allen. Again, as you always do. So, and then we'll see you guys tomorrow. Yeah. Later. Like that. All right. Later, guys. Thanks for watching.
Getting hyped when I aim up. Elevating that game up. Stepping up to the competition. Only first place, and that's how I'm living. I'm winning till they digging up my grave. Eating all the things up on my plate. Game face when I step up into place. I was born and when I watched me elevate.